We'll chant this first, then we'll go to the 82, 87. Sri Chaitanya Prabhum Vande Yat Padashraya Viryataha Sangranati Akara Vratat Agna Siddhanta Sanmanin. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Prabhupada ki jai. Translation by Prabhupada. I offer my respectful obeisance to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by the potency of shelter of his loving devotee. Lotus is lotus feet, yat padashraya viryata, glories. Sangranani, one can understand Siddhanta, essence of the mind, akara avatat, Siddhanta means essence, Sanmani. Even a fool, Agna means fool, can collect the valuable jewels, Sanmani, of conclusive truths, Siddhanta, from the minds of the revealed scriptures. So, because it's very difficult to extract, we have not read, even if you read Vedantas, Vedanta Sutra, 4 Vedas, 108 Upanishads, it's so difficult. You are not able to even read and understand Bhagavad Gita, Srimad, what to speak of all these many. But if you simply read Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings, which Srila Prabhupada is giving, it's in his books. If you read simply Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar Devotion, Chaitanya Charitamrita, we can understand these things very quickly, rapidly. That is the main point from this chapter 82 to 87. Today's topic. Let's see. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Okay. One verse before, let's see. Antakrishnam Bahirgauram Darshita Angadi Vaibhavam Kalau Sankirtanadhyai Sma Krishna Chaitanya Masrita. Translation by Prabhupada. I take shelter of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is outwardly of a fair complexion but is inwardly Krishna himself. In this age of Kali, he displays his expansions, his angas and upangas by performing congregational chanting of the holy name of the Lord. That is the essence of this particular chapter and external reasons. Now we'll read from the verse number 2. Upapuraneha suni Sri Krishna vachana Kripa kari vyasa prati kariyachena katana. So here the discussion between Vyasdev and Lord Krishna, because Vyasdev is literary incarnation that has been described in Upapurana. Translation by Prabhupada. In the Upapuranas, we hear Sri Krishna showing his mercy to Vyasdev by speaking to him as follows. I don't remember which Upapurana. I have not studied fully. Aham eva kvachit brahman sannyas ashramam asrita haribhaktim grahayami kalo papa hatan naran. Somebody is unmuted. Niru Mataji, you can mute yourself, please. Translation by Prabhupada. O learned Brahmana, sometimes I accept the renounced order of life to induce the fallen people of age of Kali to accept devotion and service to the Lord. Okay. So Lord Krishna is talking to Vyasdev about his future appearance. Looks like that's what it is. So he's revealing already Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance in future life, to reveal or to give Krishna prema. There is a Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna, Lord Jagannath, different dhams, Audare dham, Madhuri dham, Aishwarya dham. Aishwarya dham is Jagannath Puri dham, Madhuri dham is Vrindavan dham, and Audare dham is Sri Dham Mayapur. So very merciful. So Aishwarya dham is opulence. Dwaraka is compared to Jagannath place for Nilachal. And Sundarachal is compared to Gundicha Mandir, compared to Vrindavan, which is Madhuri dham, the sweetness, ecstatic sweetness. So same way the Lord also, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Krishna only is appearing as he is demanding everybody to surrender in the Bhagavad Gita. We saw last 2 verses, 2 jewels to open and understand the Bhagavad Gita. Sarvadharman parityajya mam ekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. And then he quotes, with that surrender, one is executing bhakti, manmana mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru. Think of me, become my devotee, offer obeisance to me, worship me, madhyaji, offer obeisances to me. In this way, four by four things, but one should surrender to him. So, but see, when he comes as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's making it very easy. He's not demanding, he's simply asking everybody to take up the chanting of the holy name. That's why he's called. So he is the one who has brought Prem Nam Sankirtan from Golokera Prem Dhan Harinam Sankirtan. So that is brought by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is a special incarnation. Ananda Lilamaya Vigrahaya. He Mahava Divya Chavi Sundaraya Tasmai Maha Prema Rasa Pradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste. And the other verse is also Ajanulambedu Bhujo Kanakavadato Sankirtanaika Petaro Kamalaya Taksho Viswambaro Dvijavaro Yugatarma Palo Vande Jagat Prego Karunavata. He is the master of the Sankirtan, the glories of the Sankirtan. That is the main purpose why he has come, especially at least externally. Internally also, you can think that as sadhya and sadhana both, because when we enter there, as Prabhupada already giving example, you are in the hospital, person is in the hospital bed, in material world is completely diseased state of consciousness, contaminated consciousness. You are sitting in the hospital, we are eating, sleeping. Person, if you ask them, how are you today? Yes, I'm fine. But actually is not in the normal condition. When he comes out from the hospital, then is normal condition. So that's what we'll do when we enter into spiritual world. We'll chant the glories of the Lord, we engage in the service, we'll look at the beautiful form of the Lord, we'll sing the qualities of the Lord, Nama Rupa Guna Lila. But that training that has to happen here. The real thing starts there when we come to the path of especially perfect our life into pure devotion service. So that is the beginning of real devotion service starts. Before that, we are practicing. So that is the process. So that's why he's called. So Acharya of Prem, Krishna Prem, he's bringing through the especially the holy name. Srivas Angan is called Rasastali because that's what is confidentially engaging Sankirtan inside the house. So this is what is that's what it means even in Bhagavad Gita also from the Manama Bhakto. So Lord is revealing in the most confidential chapter 9.14, I think 9.16 maybe. Satatam kirtayanto mam yatam tascha dridhavrata. So he's telling 24/7 one should chant. Same thing, Srimad Bhagavatam is also revealing it. Beginning when Sukadeva Goswami is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj in the second canto, you look at the first chapter itself. Everybody is interested how to go back home, back to God. We'll read these verses, we'll offer prayers, then we'll look at some of the verses, and we'll also look at Sri Prabhupada's letter to Prahlada Swami. So, how Prabhupada wrote, what one should concentrate on. You should concentrate on what pleasing to Acharya, which is chanting and hearing and distributing this, distributing the books, distributing this Sankirtan, make others chant. We chant and we make others chant. We take prasad, we make others take Krishna prasadam. We dance and we make others dance. We engage in festivals, services, and we bring others to the festival services. So this is our opportunity. This is the main business. This is the main thing to please the Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, Parampara Acharyas. This is the process to go back home, back to God. So don't strain yourself about Bhava Bhakti, Krishna Prema, becoming humble, and all these things. So Prabhupada writing to as per Bhava Bhakti, he asked the question because at that time, they are reading and other advanced books. They were thinking, so Bhava stage, or to become a gopi, or to become a cohort boy, this or that. So that's what Prabhupada wrote. He didn't answer the question, just like Arjuna also doesn't answer directly the Arjuna's questions, many of them. He goes in the sequence in which the conditioned soul is in. So same way, Sri Prabhupada chooses to address the questions also many times. He doesn't go directly to the point. First he addresses because one doesn't understand the main point unless first his condition is removed. So that's the way Prabhupada puts the letter. He answers the question at the end. After explaining the process of chanting and hearing is the key. He stresses on that so much. At the end, last two lines in the letter is ending. At that point, he's talking about his question. So that we'll refer to it. Let us read this few verses and then understand. But from this verse, we can clearly understand, as Srimad Bhagavatam is clearly telling in the beginning, first chapter, first few verses itself. एतावत् सांख्य योगाभ्याम स्वधर्म परिनिष्ठय जन्म लाभ परपुंसाम अन्ते नारायण स्मृति. Just like I heard my kids are telling that Air India flight 200 plus, or the whole except one person, everybody was spot dead. Anything can happen to anybody at any time. There is no guarantee of this life. So the process there is explained. The process is to conquer life, birth, death, old age, disease. How to understand this process of going back home, back to God. For that one has to Ante Narayan. How do you do that? So this is the 216, second canto, first chapter, verse number 6. Etavasan through Sankhya Yoga or Jnana Yoga, Astanga. Etavas Sankhya Yoga, Yoga means Astanga Yoga. Swadharma Parinishti or Karma Kanda Vichar. All these three ways, final point either way is to come to the Ante Narayan. Otherwise, it's baffling. Again, another life continues. And then how do you do that? And then further continues and gives the essence. Parikshit Maharaj being told by Sukadeva Goswami, how you can become free from fear? Takshaka body is going to hit you and you will die fraction of seconds. How can you become free from that fear? When you know that is going to happen on the seventh day. Only way you have to constantly chant. Etad nirvidyamananam chitam akuto vayam yoginam rapa nirvidya harer namanu kirtanam. Constant chanting of the glories of the holy name. But the living entity in this modern day world, everybody is interested in the politics, sociology, economics, and all other topics, but except the holy name. Every other topic, everybody is interested. All the Jnanendras are also interested in that only, but not the holy name. Not the Nama, Rupa, Guna, Lila. Nama has to be chanted without offenses, for Rupa to be revealed, for Guna to be understood, for pastimes, enter into the pastimes. When we chant, we enter into the pastimes, as Raghunath Das Goswami is entering constantly, as Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, they are constantly in the pastimes. But we are not there because we have not perfected that chanting as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructing and Sri Prabhupada is instructing. So that's why one should follow the process. What is stressed, almost pretty much every Bhagavata, every canto is stressing. Any canto you look at, Kunti Maharani, first canto, first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam is about Kunti Maharani. Narada Muni's past his whole life, Kunti Maharani's prayer, Bhishmadeva's prayer, these are the main. Then Krishna entering into Dwarka, Dhritarashtra quitting home, all that. But the crux of the first canto is also about the holy name only. That's what Kunti Maharani is telling, that's what Narada Muni is telling, repeatedly coming to the point, same point. So pretty much every canto reveals the same secrets. Canto 3 is stressed so much about this chanting of the holy name and hearing. So everywhere Prabhupada writes, this is the secret of success, going back home, back to God, only this only. So if you stress anything else other than these two processes, then we can achieve success. Then we won't be able to do it. So day in, day out, we have to stress on these two things, because that is the whole process why Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come. He is not demanding anything, he is only requesting, only take up the chanting, then you will always be with me. My association will be with you. You practice this. So if you all want Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we have to follow exactly what Prabhupada is prescribing us. Nivritta Tarshairopagiyamana, Aushadi Srotra Manovirama, Vinapasupna. Nivritta Vritti means everybody has so much designation, so much desires, material desires. Nivritta na means automatic opposite. How will you give up? How will you purify your desires? Nivritta Tarshayo, Upagiyamana, Bhava Aushadi. Only medicine is Bhava Aushadi, Srotra Manovirama. One should hear, make the mind peaceful, make the mind steady by hearing the glories of the Supreme Lord. Hearing the chanting, when we chant, we have to hear very attentively. And we hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, nectar devotion. This is the process. So here also same thing. Accept devotion service, that is devotion service. Prabhupada never called it devotion service. Because through chanting we are telling we are engaging in the service of the Lord. So that's what we are requesting the Lord to engage us in. We are asking our Acharya, our spiritual masters, Prabhupada, sadhus, so to engage us in this service of the Lord. And while doing the service, while massaging the lotus feet of the Lord and Guru, we chant the holy name. As Sarv Damodar Goswami, Anand Rai, that's what they used to do, or the Rodhava like candidate, Shankara Pandit, that's what always the chanting of the holy name, Govinda, always chanting of the holy name has to go on. Whatever service we do, cleaning, prasadam, distribution, or cooking, they should go on. When can it go on? Only when you, day in, day out, if you follow in the morning program, evening program, if you do it, then gradually we'll come there. Rest of the day we can chant, otherwise we won't be able to remember it. So that is the instruction anyway. Tasmat Tasmat Bhara Sarvatma Bhagavan is no. Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mam Anusmarayacha. Think of me and fight. On the battlefield, remember, do or die. You don't know what's going to happen. But if Krishna is telling you, you should also think of me and do fight. Both you have to do. You have to do your duty, but also think of me. When can you do that? It's not so like the lover. She is always thinking of her boyfriend. Say. So wherever she is, she's always thinking. So like that, our love should be that's a mat prana nadastu. Manmanama mat bhakta verse is telling about the gopis law. Man manaska mad adde mat prana takta dehika. Their whole life, Krishna is revealing. So this is my dear devotees, gopis. Their consciousness is completely their life. Their mind is given to me. Their life is given to me. Everything. They are not maintaining themselves. I am maintaining. Govinda Parinam. I am maintaining them. I am making them take bath and making them eat. I am maintaining them. So they don't want to maintain themselves. So that is Manmana Bhakta verse is at that level. Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj says, and this verse is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Manmanaska Madarde Mad Prana Takta Dehika. This exact verse. This is the inner meaning of Ratha Yatra. The intense separation is there. They are constantly thinking about the Lord. The Lord is also thinking about them. So how do you get there? Only if we follow if we make the priority as our chanting and hearing is the priority of our life, so life goal, then we can come to that. That's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed Sankirtan. They're a great ecstasy. Every 4 months they are coming every year for this only. Pratapradar Maharaj became bewildered. I have never seen this kind of Sankirtan, such an ecstatic Sankirtan, blissful. The sound vibration is it's intoxicating. So he was introduced about who's devote, who's who, what is their name, what is the background by Gopinath Acharya, Sarvam Bhattacharya, brother-in-law. And then they started doing Sankirtan. They didn't even go to Jagannath Puri Mandir to take darshan. First they met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then they took prasad. Mahaprabhu personally garnered them, putting tilak and then distributed prasadam. Then, so they started Sankirtan. So, and then Radha started there also again. Sankirtan Mahaprabhu distributed 4 parties, Kirtan parties, Mridanga players, front and back, 7 total parties. So, Beda Kirtan pastime, 12th chapter of Madhya. This is the Mahaprabhu's mission. In Siva Sangar, internally, in the night time, that is the same as Rasastali in of Nidhivan in Vrindavan, what Lord Radha and Krishna are doing with the gopis confidentially. So same way here also, Sri Mahaprabhu exhibited same thing. Externally, he came out and performed Sankirtan in Ratha Yatra and other places outside, so towards Kazi, home, thousands of people. And same thing he did, internal Sankirtan also, with confidential devotees. So he has released so much. This is the same as Rasa Siva Sangam. So that is the chanting and hearing is the key, the essence. This is our Siddhanta. Mm. Everything else is subsidiary, secondary to this. Smartavya satata no vismartavya najatachut. Sarva Veda Nisho Yeta Eva Kinkara. Everything else is subservient to these two principles. That means chanting, hearing has to go on every day without fail. So naturally, more and more. That will help. That should help whole day while we are at office, while we are walking, while being trained, while we are on the bus, while we are cooking. Whatever we do, we should remember. Either class should go on or we should be chanting inside the heart. So yeah, in that mode, we should practice in this. This is the main process. This is the main crux essence of this chapter. External reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then naturally this will automatically prem nam samkir nivritta darshayar upagiyamana. Then automatically materialism will be wiped out. It will replace with spiritual desires. That means everything you will do is only for Krishna. Even though your kids want, your family wants, or you, whatever is needed, you will buy it, but it is only for Krishna. You want to engage that in Krishna service. You will not see anything in separation from the Guru and Krishna. You will see everything in relation to Guru and Krishna. Not a single thing you will see. Even you have to buy a new dress, new everything. Nothing you will see in relation separately from the Lord. All material desires disappears from the heart. So when we hear Sotra Manobhirama, your mind is filled with so much deep attachment to the hearing. So then this can happen. Sotra Manobhirama. Um, so who is that who doesn't want to hear? So so this is the point here as well. O Lord Brahmana, sometimes I accept the renounced order of life to induce the fallen people of age of Kali to accept the devotion service to the Lord. Because of that sannyas, as soon as people see sannyas, they will bow down. So that is the reason. Students started criticizing who is this running behind us and is talking about Krishna and Gopi. Who is this? He's supposed to teach us Sanskrit and grammar and Vyakaran and all these things, and he forgot all this and he's talking about. So then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this is the time now, I have to take sannyas. This is in Chaitanya Bhagavat, you'll see in the Madhya Lila, I think, chapter 1 or so. So that is what is going on. Bhagavata, Bharata, Shastra, Agama, Purana, Chaitanya, Krishna, Avatare, Prakata, Praman. See, that's always, all the scriptures always go by the Shastras. As Krishna said that so in the 4th chapter. Repeatedly, Krishna also quotes. Not only himself is speaking, but he also says, we previously, many sages have done this. Vitaragavaya, Krodha, Manmayama, Upasra, Bahavo, Gnana, Tapasa, Potamanam. There are many realized souls that have done this practice. What I have told about me, why I appear, knowing about my birth, my activities will go back home. Why should I do that? Why should I spend time in hearing? And so because all the great souls have done it, so that's why you should do it. It's not my word. I'm just repeating. Kashyap Muni is also telling. As per my opinion, this is what Shastra is telling, that one should worship the Lord. One should engage service in the only Lord can fulfill any desire you have. Aditi, you have desire to give all your last place for your sons, Indra and your sons. Yes, you can get it only if you worship the Lord, because He can fulfill any desire you have. No other personality can do that. This is the Shastra statement. This is my opinion based on Shastra statements. I'm telling you. And engage in this process. This is what I have been instructed by Brahma based on disciplic succession. Myself was instructed when I had some of these desires. And then I asked Brahma. Brahma told me. I am just repeating what Brahma told. This is a proposal. He is the Guru. Because he is repeating what Brahma has been told. Parampara is giving, he is repeating, then he becomes the Guru. So this is the process, Prabhupada writing. So, yes, that's why Upasitasya Bhagavantam. Upasitasya Purusham, one should worship the Purusha, Supreme Personality. Bhagavantam Adokshajam, Bhagavantam Janardhanam, Sarvabhuta Guhavasam, Vasudeva Jagadguru. Vasudeva, Lord Krishna is the Jagadguru. Everybody else is accepting only for the servant. Radharani is accepting for the gopis and others as a master. So like the Nityananda Prabhu is accepting for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he said so. Go and preach in the Bengal. So you celebrate Vyasa Puja also. So for his master they are accepting. But when they come in front of the Lord, Nityananda Prabhu didn't accept. He accepted himself as servant. Ekala Ishvara Krishna Arasava Bhrutya. So that's what Prabhupada used to sing also. When they were singing Jai Prabhupada, he was also singing because he was singing for his Guru. So Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur Goswami Prabhupada. He was not accepting all the whatever glorification, he is just offering it to the Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur. So they are only accepting this master position for the sake of disciples, so that they can benefit greatly. So that is our process. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahabharat, Puranas, other Vedic literature all give evidence to prove that so Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the incarnation of Krishna. So we have the verse in 11th canto. Karabhaja Muni is describing, revealing. Same way in other Puranas, Upanishad, it is there about Vishnu Sahasranam also. It has been already. That's why Chaitanya Charitamrita is exactly like Srimad Bhagavatam. Also, it gives quotations. It doesn't just give the verse, it gives in such and such Shvetasura Upanishad, this is what said. So Prabhupada also quotes in the book. This is how the authentic it is. Chaitanya and Krishna Das Goswami is also like that. As Prabhupada is writing this purport, Lord Krishna is dictating, Prabhupada is writing. Krishna Das Goswami is writing this, Radha Madan Mohan is dictating, Radha Govinda, Madan Mohan is dictating, he is writing. Baladev Vidya was written Vasya, Govinda Vasya for us, for our Brahma Madhu. Radha Govinda Dev is dictating, he is writing. That's why he could write the whole Vasya in 7 days. No other Sampradaya has any of this kind of history. Lord dictating the Vasya, what is to be written, Govinda Vasya. This can only happen when the devotee is situated in chanting and hearing, intense attachment to his guru and following his instruction. That's what real attachment is. What Acharya gives instruction to follow, that is the real attachment. प्रत्यक्ष देखान नाना प्रकट प्रभाव अलौकिक कर्म अलौकिक अनुभाव. Translation by Prabhupada. One can also directly see Lord Chaitanya's manifest influence in his uncommon deeds and uncommon Krishna conscious realization. So that's why we can see even today also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wherever traveled, all over India he traveled, he gave so many places, or ISKCON temples were there. Even some places they are still seeing people, they are chanting Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Because this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is not new, it is there for millions of lifetimes. This is what is mentioned in the Kalisantarana Upanishad and in the other places. In previous years, sometimes it's Hare Rama beginning and Hare Krishna second. But whatever the Acharya is giving, whatever Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving, that is exactly that. To follow that. Mantra may be there always. But one follows the authority, Acharya, Parampara, then one gets the real benefit. Otherwise, the mantra is there, so many mantras. In old Srimad Bhagavatam, so many different mantras are given. We should not think now I should stop chanting Hare Krishna, now I will pick up this chanting. Like Prachetas are being given by Lord Shiva, two specific mantras. If one chanting, start chanting this mantra and not chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, so you won't be able to perfect. So whatever is Acharya is giving in that Sampradaya, that is the mantra one should chant. Yes. These things one has to, this is the essence of the Siddhanta. That's what one has to hear, and in the association, you discuss this in the association. Otherwise, we can't understand Srimad Bhagavat Ardhanam. Asayo Rasika Sajatiya Snigde Sadhu Sangha Sato. Only you can understand the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam if you study it in the association of devotees. Otherwise, one has to read at home for sure, but also study it so that the way we read, the way we understanding may be different. So that can be corrected. Our understanding can become mature when we are constantly hearing in the association of devotees. Clarification, enhancements will be influenced by the devotion service of the Lord through the parampara anugatya. So that is what it means, manifest influence and uncommon deeds, uncommon Krishna conscious realizations. It's because everything is uncommon. So many things cannot be explained. Once you taste the Mahaprasad of Lord directly, Mahaprasad, just like Balavanta Prabhu says, I was hesitant to take, they brought from LA to New Vrindavan Prasad of Prabhupada Maha. Why should I take somebody else's, what is there in the plate? He had that kind of in the beginning. But he hesitatingly took one golden raisin. He said, till today, I always like so much golden raisin, but the realization I received when I took that just only one raisin, Maharshi Prabhupada, is completely in a different consciousness. So I was completely in a different state of consciousness. I can't explain it. So this is because pure devotee and the Lord's. So this is what uncommon. If you explain to ordinary person, we have no idea. So what is the result of taking 1 minute association of pure devotee, result of taking Mahaprasad of the Lord? One has to understand his glory, then one can come into that consciousness and accept the prasad, then it's a different effect. Because the way we do, in which consciousness one is doing it, it also makes a significant difference in devotion service. How Prabhupada used to take prasadam, we have to start taking prasadam in that way. Or how the Mayapur, how in Navadvip Dham, Sri Chaitanya Jagannath Puri Dham, how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took. Hari Hari, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Uddhand, great voice. And Jiva Goswami is telling about Etad Nirvidya in that verse. Etad Nirvidyamanam Vichitam Yoginam Rupanena Hare Namanu Kirtan constant. One should chant loudly. They are chanting loudly Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hari. They're taking prasad, but they are constantly remembering the Lord. And Prabhupada used to take like that. This is our process. This and then only one can actually see this, see the transformation results on a day in, day out when we practice it. If we don't discuss these things in the association of devotees, then we can't understand. When you read this line, if you are not discussing, what do you understand? Not much, not much. What is this uncommon deeds? Uncommon Krishna conscious realization means realization when it will come, when we discuss and when we follow that, then you can get realization. Revelations will come, realization will come. If you don't put in the practice, we don't take, we don't offer and cook with love. When you go to the grocery shop, you with great love, this Lord like, this Prabhupada likes, you buy it there and you bring it home where everything is paka, clean, and you start wearing because Lord is right there, Lord is watching, Prabhupada is watching, otherwise he will chastise me. Why this is like that? Why it is unclean? So then in that mood you are constantly thinking what Prabhupada is instructing how to do. Then with great love, then you take prasad as per the Acharya, then naturally you can see, you can get the realization and you get the revelations also. Then you can go to the next level. Your advancement naturally will happen. If you don't do that, you monotonously do it. As you read this line and you go on doing it, then you can't see the uncommon deeds, uncommon Krishna conscious realization one cannot get. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in intense ecstasy, all the devotees. Otherwise, anywhere have you seen that devotees going, leaving the whole family, all everything for 4 months? Yes. Out of 4 years, 1 year, whole family was going. Rest of the year, they were going alone for 4 months period. We have a hard time coming once to Sunday feast or once for a festival itself, we have a hard time. But they are going for 4 months. That means what intensity they have. Understand it. So that's why the intensity is required. The consciousness is required to engage in devotion service. So then we can actually practice it and then we can advance it. If that consciousness, that intensity is not there, that absorption is not there, what is my ultimate goal of life? Why am I running day in, day out? For what for? We don't understand that, we don't dovetail everything with Krishna centered, Guru and Prabhupada centered. Then we can't come to this uncommon deeds, uncommon Krishna conscious realizations. Realization will not come. So that is the point here as well. 86. Dekiya na deke yata avakter gana ulloke na deke yena suryera kirana. But faithless unbelievers do not see what is clearly evident, just as also do not see the rays of the sun. If you say, block yourself sitting in the room and you don't want to take the sun, so then what can sun do? Sun cannot do. So if we take the instructions of the Acharya scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, then we can, so things will be revealed to us and we can get the transformations in the heart. Otherwise, if we don't have faith, faith is very much required. Introduction of Bhagavad Gita, every chapter, Krishna rather directly telling, 9th chapter, 3rd verse, Krishna is telling, before he further going to explain, he is telling, Asyadha dhana aprisha dharma sasya paranta aprapi mam nivartam mrityu samsara vartamani. If we don't have faith, then you will go on taking these different verses. First, you have to have faith. If you are faithless, then not only at the end also, in beginning is being told, Prabhupada is telling in the introduction, at least faithfully one should accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of God. At the end, Krishna is also telling Arjuna, by false ego, if you don't accept my instruction, then vinangshasi, you are going to be lost, you will be destroyed. Krishna is telling this in the 18th chapter. I don't remember which verse is that, 60 something, but it is very clear. So that is one has to pay attention. That's what faith is very much required. And that faith will go on increasing from Madhava Shraddha, it will go on increasing at Krishna Prema level, more and more and more. That mainly in the association of devotees, association of sadhus, by serving them. Otherwise, you can't get the realizations or revelation. Faith cannot be increased. Faith on the holy name, faith on the Mahaprasad. You will not waste a single grain. If at all, if you are full, you can't take it, you will give it to the birds. And everything, how Prabhupada trained, you have to read his books, you have to read his letters, you have to hear his memory. Then only you can understand everything. You become so careful about it. Otherwise, we will have, our faith is so weak, and then we just do it so, carelessly, everything. Chanting is done carelessly, hearing is done carelessly, prasadam is done carelessly, everywhere prasadam. When he saw in Mayapur Dham walking, some peas were there, some rice, immediately, what is this? Uh, then in another time, Nanda Kumar Prabhu. So why is these paintings are there on the floor? He said, Prabhupada, I am not responsible. It is your responsibility to take care. Immediately corrected. Because the people can escape that I am servant, I am taking care of you. It's not my responsibility. No. Prabhupada immediately corrected. He never expected answer. First of all, because to Prabhupada, one is not supposed to answer like that. Directly you telling Prabhupada, finished. So right away Prabhupada will get on the case. Because you have to understand that's a mistake first. So we have to be humble enough to understand the mood and mission of Sri Prabhupada and act appropriately. So it is everybody's responsibility. It is not only leaders' responsibility. It is everybody's responsibility. Whoever is coming regularly to the temple, when they see things, they have to do something. It is not my responsibility. And home also. So it is everybody's responsibility. Who is staying in the home, it is everybody's responsibility. It is not one person. It is not mother's only. It is everyone. Then only everything can be kept clean. Everything can be proper. Otherwise, you can't maintain it. This is the point. The faith has to be there. Faith on the Acharya, faith on the Guru, faith on the Sadhu. So otherwise, nothing will be realized. Nothing can be revealed. This is the last verse in this section. Tvam sila rupa charita paramam prakarshitaihi satvena satvikataya prabalascha sastrai prakyata daiva paramardha vidam mataischa Naivasura Prakrutaya Prabhavanti Bodham. Translation by Prabhupada. Oh my Lord, those influenced by demoniac principles cannot realize you. Although you are clearly the supreme by dint of your exalted activities, forms, character, and uncommon power, which are confounded by all the revealed scriptures in the quality of goodness, and the celebrated transcendent list in the divine nature. Yes, this is the point as well, continued from previous verse. Oh my Lord, those influenced by demoniac principles cannot realize you. So this is the 16th, 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. After Krishna explained the 15th chapter, is telling the results, inauspicious results. Who doesn't follow demoniac principles is talking a lot of details in 16th and 17th. So it's like the same thing here. Demoniac cannot realize you, although you are clearly. Just like he has done it before. But Lord repeats so that whenever there is a repetition, Prabhupada also sometimes repeats, you are not the body also, so many times, because Krishna is repeating, because that is the main stress is given. As Lord is repeating also, evam pravartitam chakram na anuvartayati ghayur indriyaramo mogam pardhasayo. When you're constantly deluding, constantly putting yourself on the material thoughts, sinful activity, aghayur indriyaram, then this cycle will go on, will keep on taking birth. So again and again he's telling. In the 14th, 9th chapter, most confidential chapter, he's supposed to speak about bhakti, but he's also talking about the negative thing because the bhaktas, all the practitioners also keep on, can contemplate on the material things. Mogasa, desires itself you purify. Don't have that kind of desire. You first desire itself you purify. Mogasa, then moga karmano, then moga gnana, vichedasa, bewilderment. This first desire has to be purified also. For that also you have to submit to the Lord. Then the activities, then the intelligence, all these things, thinking, feeling, willing, all these aspects has to be purified. That's why Lord is repeatedly mentioning what is not to be done also, just like Sukadeva Goswami also is mentioning in the to Parikshit Maharaj. Knowing just the positive things is not enough, because what wrong we are doing also we have to know, so that we don't do those mistakes. So for both the things, we can't advance, we can't get realization, revelations. We keep doing the mistakes. Oh my Lord, those influent demoniac cannot realize you, although you are clearly the supreme by dint of your exalted activities, forms, character, nama, rupa, guna, lila, uncommon power. So Lord can hold on. So sometimes Prabhupada is writing in the purports. Even Nityananda Balrao can count, Sankarshan, he can count all the atoms. Water he can count. But he can't finish. He cannot count the glories of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna. His glories are endless, infinite. There is no limit. Whatever Bhagavatam is, that is only limited, is given. So how much can they write? The books, 17 books are, oh, so many books. Oh, no. I was thinking only one book, Bhagavatam means. Sometimes when you go for book, they will ask. Yes, this is only limited itself, 17 books. Imagine how much it can be vast. So much glories of the Lord, which are confirmed by all the revealed scriptures in the quality of goodness and celebrate transcendental in the divine nature. So, to understand this further. Om Jnana-timirandasya Gnananjana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langayate Girim Yat Kripatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Devatarinam Paramananda Sri Chaitanya Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhaya Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktamanda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Shri Rupa Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhupada Ki Jai Prabhupada Ki Jai Gaur Bhaktam. Before reading the purport, let us look at the letter to Praladhananda Swami, beautiful letter, clearly telling the essence of external reason of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance. My dear Prahladananda, please accept my blessings. I am in due receipt of your letter dated July 21, 1969. I have noted the contents carefully. I am very pleased to learn that you have been nicely assisting Rupanuga, and now the Buffalo Center is gradually becoming very successful. It is very encouraging. It is a fact that wherever we go, if we simply let the people hear our chanting, see that point. If we repeat what we heard from the bona fide spiritual master, this is the point as well. The chanting has to be based on the disciplic succession. Mantra has to be based on that. What we speak also is based on that only. What we are hearing, what is being mentioned in the purport, this the more we repeat, then the result will be different. Realization, revelation, everything will come. More we don't repeat, we add our things, result will be very meager. So that is very clear from here. Then surely many sincere souls will become attracted to our movement. This is because Krishna consciousness is lying dormant in every living entity, just like the fire is dormant within a matchbox. That's what Prabhupada means. We simply strike the match and the fire within will come as a blazing light. Our method of striking the match is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Prabhupada used to tell. So, see, just like this boy, Bhagavan Prabhupada Krishna Bhamani Mata used to have a son, 1 year old only, but he's clinging this kartal. See, he's clinging it. Just like naturally, he's already clapping, so playing it. So, same way, so it is innate, but it has to be revived in the association of devotees. It can be revived, lost relationship. One can come to that pure state of consciousness. That's what Prabhupada is telling. There's a transmigration. So that is a transmigration because in the previous life, because they were devotees, devotee soul has entered and then he picked up as soon as he was born. So that we see sometimes devotees kids pick up because the soul has entered, devotee soul has entered. Otherwise, ordinary soul will enter. So nothing is by chance. Our method of striking the match, the vibration is sufficient to awaken the sleeping spirit soul to the fact that Krishna is there. And if we try to remember him always and spread his message of Bhagavad Gita, then our life becomes perfect and we are perfectly executing our position as part and parcel of the Lord. Because that's what it means. Part and parcel of the Lord means what is the part? The tire, everything supposed to help the car. Part comes out, then finished. There's no use. So our job is to assist. Krishna is telling, give this one who becomes very dear to me, who gives out my prasadam, my holy name, my books, my glories, in some forms, the different forms, different. So any of these forms. So not necessarily only prasadam. You have to see the other person what is interested in, what he likes. So accordingly you distribute. So accordingly, then one can be brought into this Krishna consciousness. It's not one process, one thing. It will bring everybody into transformation. So that we have to use our little intelligence. And if you try to remember him always and spread his message, Bhagavad Gita, then our life becomes perfect. And we perfectly executing our position as part and parcel of Lord. So if you let all the residents of the buffalo hear the sound of Hare Krishna and read our literature, then there will be greatest all around benefit. This past weekend in San Francisco, there was a gigantic Ratha Yatra ceremony, right on the point. We are this Saturday and then July 20th, Atlantic City Ratha Yatra. We are getting ready. This is the essence. Chanting and hearing is the essence of Ratha Yatra. What else we do? As soon as we see, before we see the Rath, we should take something, cook something or fruits, whatever. We see the Rath, before we see the Rath, you offer, when you go near, you again offer the obeisances. All the three Raths, or sometimes only one Rath, depends. The time, place, circumstance is different. And then eagerly you pull to the heart. Uh, that's what it is. From Nilachal to Gundicha, Nilachal to Sundarachal, devotees are pulling to the heart, Kurukshetra, because he was not in the position. He is a nice for so much opulence. Gopis are not in a befitting position, you are telling. So, but you should come to the village. So, Sundarachal, Gundicha Mandir. So, that's where we can actually relish the happiness in that mood, not here in Dwarka. So this here you can we can relish it. So that's what the inner meaning. So we should chant the holy name as we pull the rath, as we distribute so to others. The past, yeah, just on the order of the one held at Jagannath Puri, and at least 10,000 people were chanting and dancing along with us in the full of transcendental ecstasy. The boys and girls of America are generally good souls. That is why they have taken birth in such a nice country, and now they should make perfect all of their opulences by engaging everything Krishna consciousness. One boy stood up, Prabhupada giving lectures like these places in Buffalo or some other place, young boy stood up. Prabhupada, but so we are practicing Krishna consciousness and all these things, but then why is it that we are getting affected? Immediately Prabhupada shot, your purpose is not strong, that's why you are getting affected. Your purpose, that means your ultimate goal, you are not changing it. You are not realizing it and you are not putting the guardrails to make every day you remembering what is the ultimate. How I should dovetail my time, where my time should be spent, morning time. So that means you have realized it. Ultimate goal, when you realize it, then you spend the priority time on Krishna and Guru. If you don't realize it, then priority time goes into all other things except minus Guru and Krishna. That means we have not realized it. So that is a simple point. So that's what you have not put your priority. So because your purpose is not strong. So whoever purpose is strong, then they practice day in day out. If the purpose is not strong, then careless. You can go on doing it, coming, going to the temple. You will get some benefit, but not much. We are going to move. So coming, going is not the main thing. What do we do when we go to temple? What do we do? So when we pick up the book, what do we do? How do we study it? Is it as a parrot or as it actually really making notes and changing our life? Because Bhagavad Gita is meant to do that. Nivritta Tarshar, it has to transform our desires. It cannot be same thing. Whatever we did many years ago, after reading also same desire, same planning, same execution, same thought, same investment, same thing. That means we have not understood. We are simply reading like a parrot, not understood much. So that no, that's not how it should be. So that understanding has to be there. Where further, this will be the finishing touch of all the nice qualities found in American people. In New York, I understand that they have sold 3,000 copies of BTG in just 2 weeks. And I understand that in Buffalo, you are also selling BTG very nicely. So please continue in this way, and your success in life is assured, because this is the parampara process. Not I will do something else. Because there is a quick process to become a gopi. No, there is no other quick process. As Krishna sees that you are working very seriously to bring his other children back to the spiritual kingdom, then he will become very pleased and bestow all the blessings upon you. This is the process. I'm telling. This is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give us. We just need to follow the process, not something else we should invent. Krishna is never ungrateful for our effort to serve him, rest assured. Regarding your question, this was the question, but what Prabhupada wrote, whole letter, he didn't answer that question. The last point is answering, just in one line. You can understand. So where the essence should be put, what is the secret of success is. So, but many times we want to read advanced books, advanced things, Hearing of the advanced topics, but that is not the process. What Prabhupada is giving, Prabhupada books has to be repeatedly heard, chanted again and again and again. Even 100 times is not enough, Prabhupada is telling in some of the purports. Go on reading again. Bhagavad Gita is never finished. Bhagavatam is never finished for a devotee. Until the last. You have to go on reading it. Not that now I know all the verses. No, that is not the process. I have seen Jayadvaita Maharaj when he came to my home, he was reading. So he might have read so many times. Yes, of course, because he can tell any verse from Bhagavad Gita, keep on repeating the verses. He knows in and out. But he is still reading. Because this is the process, Prabhupada explained it. So when our sadhus, guru, they do, then what is our duty? Our duty is to do the same thing, follow in the footsteps. Otherwise, then we can get the right results. Regarding your question about Bhava Bhakti developing into Prema, this is covered in our book, Nectar Devotion, and there is no necessity for you to trouble yourself for such advanced topics at the present time. So this is a serious statement. This we have to understand. So we should not restrain ourselves, try to become advanced artificially. So that's why we have to be under the guidance of Guru and advanced devotees and sadhus. Then only we can understand. Otherwise, we can artificially do many things. This is the problem. This is the disease. So we can come to. Please convey my blessings to others. I hope this will meet you in good health. This is the point. We have to understand. The internal meaning of Ratha Yatra is to pay attention to chanting and hearing and distributing to others. Then we can actually please Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Otherwise, we can't please. Let us see, where is that verse? Reading. That got closed. My verse got closed. Chaitanya Charitamrita, this one. Purport by Prabhupada, we read it and we close it. This is a verse from Srotra Ratna Yamunacharya. Prabhupada got many places. Yamunacharya, he was a great Acharya. Alabandaru, different names are there. This is Ramanacharya's disciple. You could understand the Guru and disciple relation is so much here. Yamunacharya to Ramanacharya, nobody could understand. These blessings of Guru and disciple both has intimate relationship. He could understand, even though physically he was not there, he was just about to depart. He already physically is left. He was raising his hands, and Ramanacharya could understand what each of those fingers he raised. So that is first class disciple. Spiritual master Ramanujacharya, the authentic scripture describes the transcendental activities, features, form, qualities of Krishna. And Krishna explains himself in Bhagavad Gita, the most authentic scripture in this world. These further explained in Srimad Bhagavatam, which is considered the explanation of Vedanta. The Bhasoyam Brahma Sutranam, Prabhupada says this verse. So because Brahma Sutra's Bhashya is Srimad Bhagavatam, the natural commentary. But still, Ramanujacharya's disciples started arguing, you don't have Bhashya, we don't accept, you are not authorized. And then only Radha Govind Dev gave blessings to Baladev Vidyabhushan under the order of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He was so old. And then by the Guru's blessing, by the Lord's blessing, then he could write, he could present it. Then it was authorized. And not simply by vox populi. That's why popularity means so many things, politics, sociology, all kinds of things. No, we can't go by popular vote. It has to be. Even Balavanta Prabhu, Amarendra Prabhu, not this Amarendra, the previous Prabhupada, they were contesting for mayor at that time. Prabhupada encouraged him. Yeah, go on. But present Krishna, you discuss on Krishna conscious topics. So don't worry about other things. Don't concentrate on other topics presentation. And they didn't want it. Prabhupada said, no, you have done a great job. Don't worry about the results. That is the right thing you did. You presented Krishna conscious philosophy, you discussed Krishna conscious things in the meetings. So this is whatever we do, always that is in the forefront, even in the elections also. In the modern age, a certain class of fools think that they can vote anyone into the position of God, as they can vote a man into the position of political executive hand. But the Transcendental Supreme Personality is perfectly described in authentic scriptures. In the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says that only fools deride him, thinking that anyone can speak like Krishna. That's not possible. Avajananti mam mudha manusim tanumasrapam. So that parambhava ajanantam mama bhota mahesram. So like that, few verses are there. That's what Prabhupada is referring to here. Even according to historical reference, Krishna's activities are most uncommon. Krishna is affirmed, like lifting Govardhan, Rasa Lila is expanding as Dwaraka came 1608. No other incarnation you can find. What to speak of other So even as Lord has many forms, but what Lord Krishna did, you can't find it in any other incarnation. That is uncommon. What Krishna did, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did, everything is completely uncommon. Krishna has affirmed, I am God, and he has acted accordingly. Mayavadis think that everyone can claim to be God, but that is their illusion. But no one else can perform such extraordinary activities as Krishna. When he was a child on the lap of his mother, yes, always Prabhupada tells. On the lap of his mother, he was Krishna, he was supreme. Or when he was old, anytime, from the beginning of birth till he left the planet, he is always supreme. So it's not that now he has become God. That means it's a wrong understanding completely. So he killed the demon Putana, then he killed the demon Trinavrta, Vatsasura, Baka. When he was a little more grown up, he killed the demons Agasura, Rashabhasura. Therefore, God is God from the very beginning. The idea that someone can become God by meditation is ridiculous. So many disciples, when they asked, Prabhupada said it, yeah, this is not our process. Meditation is not our process. Chant and hear. This is our process. Don't try to concoct. By hard endeavor, one may realize his godly nature, but he will never become God. The asuras or demons who think that anyone can become God are condemned. Authentic scriptures are compiled by personalities like Vyasadeva, Narada, Asita, Parasara, who are not ordinary men. All the followers of Vedic way of life have accepted these famous personalities. Mahajanasya Yana Gatasya Panta. Yes, Tattvam Guhayam, Nihitam Tat Guhayam, Mahajanasya Yana Gatasya Panta. Otherwise, always argument will be there without scriptural basis. Tarka Pratishta, Sruteo Vinnasa Munidhi Matanna Vinnam. Nihitam Guha, Mahajanasya Yanagatasya. That's why we have to follow the Mahajanas, whose authentic scriptures conform to the Vedic literature. Sometimes they presented Narada Muni puppet show by Narada Muni once upon a time. He thought, what is Maya? Then immediately entered into some garden. He got married, he had kids, and suddenly then everything was wiped out. Then back to then he was praying to Krishna. He said, just don't present these kind of things, which is not authorized. Prabhupada dismissed it. So we have to present what Prabhupada is writing, what Prabhupada is explaining. So that's what we have to see. So not go on taking this one, that one, this story, that story, whatever our Acharya has given. So that we have to concentrate on, we have to present those things. So then that will be beneficial. And they purposely oppose the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees. Today, it is fashionable for common man to write whimsical words as so-called incarnations of God and be accepted as authentic by other common man. So that's why Swarup Damodar used to check whoever is writing and presenting to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Same way Srila Prabhupada also did that. Yes, great. Sometimes great PhD candidate used to come and say, Prabhupada, I have written books. Yes, then he called Pradyumna Prabhu, why did you, this article should print in Back to Godhead magazine. So he has mentioned it in a different way. That means this will never be published because he has no understanding, no basis of Krishna consciousness. He simply wrote with his ideology, with his scholarship. So that's not what Krishna consciousness is. The devotee has to write the article, then it will be published and Back to Godhead. This demoniac mentality is condemned in the 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, wherein it is said that those are avajanantamam, those who are miscreants, dushkritana, mam dushkritana moda prapadantena, that's what Prabhupada's verse is here. Miscreant, lowest of mankind who are fools and asses cannot accept the Supreme Personality because of their demoniac nature. They are compared to the Ulukas, or owls, who cannot open their eyes in the sunlight because they cannot bear the sunlight. They hide themselves from it and never see it. They cannot believe that there is such illumination. So, yeah, so that's this process. Everybody is not going to accept Krishna consciousness. We should not try to be on that false impression, that whole world. And Vasudeva Vipra said, yes, even I will take the karma of all. Also, Chaitanya, yes. You think that, no, even the whole universe I make also, more living entities will come and fill this universe. So it became great. You can sell me, Vasudeva Vipra, I am yours. You can sell me anywhere. Such a great devotee is ready to suffer for everybody else. But yes, because the living entities will be there. Those who wants to separately enjoy, separately, those are all there. They will go on. So prison house is always there. So there will be those who doesn't want to follow the rules and regulations. Then for them, the reformation has to go on. So this material universe keep filling up with the living entities. So Nitya Siddha, Nitya Muktas, Prabhupada is telling that. Nitya Padas. So which means the ocean and river, Prabhupada giving the example in Chaitanya Charitamrita classes. So ocean fishes will never come into the river. Those who are Nitya Baddhas can try to go to the ocean, but those who are in the ocean, they will never come to the river. River can go into the ocean. Ocean doesn't get into the river. It's not the opposite, same way. So that means Nitya Siddha Muktas, they will never come to this consciousness. Only those who are like the rivers get evaporated, merge into ocean, get evaporated again back to it. So this can go on. Well, for those who want separately. These are Nitya Baddha Bhaktas. Nitya Siddham Bhaktas, they are always in the perfect. They are enjoying deeply absorbed in the Krishna Rasa, within the ocean, deep in the ocean. That's a Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Drop only is explaining. In other words, ocean. How much can I explain? As Krishna said in the 10th chapter, last verse. So there is only one. With one portion itself, I am expanding everywhere. What can I explain? It's so much unending glories. How much can I explain? Same way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said to Rupa Goswami. I'm giving one drop and I am explaining it. You elaborate it. How much can I explain? It's ocean, unending. So this is what Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's glories are unending. Our time is up already, very late. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Gandhara Srimad Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shvapad ki jai, Gaur Bhaktavand ki jai. There you go. Shri Radha Madhava Astasat ki jai. This is the Mangalarti Darshan. Thank you, Hare Krishna. We'll stop here. If you have any question, one question, if you have, or comments, corrections, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll end the call. I have to go to the next class. I'm already late.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Krishna Prabhu.
Thank you.
Anybody has any questions? Okay. So thank you. Thank you, Krishna Prabhu, again. A beautiful section, beautiful class. This is what is we need to hear applied in our life. So much of practicalities and practical points from these sections. Exactly, we need to follow all this and progress in our bhakti. Thank you. Don't forget, Saturday is the New Year Yatra. The bus is going from our temple. If you are not registered yet, please continue to do so as early as possible. Otherwise, you will have to take your car and come there. Prasadam will be also served in the temple early morning. Before you get into the bus, you can get that from the Govindas. Yeah, I think Sunday is our extended Snanayatra celebration. Everybody can participate and come early. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Anything else?
Monday, Vaisheshika Prabhu will be there in the evening.
Monday evenings,
Yeah.
7 to 9. Monday evening, Vaisheshika Prabhu is speaking at our temple. Everybody, please join. It's don't miss this very pure classes. Very very powerful. Okay, thank you. Let's conclude. Vancha kalpatarupasya kripa sindhu bhevacha Adidanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Vaishnavanda ki jai.
Thank you.
There Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananda Gaudi Vaishnavanda ki jai. Gaura Premanande Hari Hari. Thank you.